Hey everybody, welcome back to Deck Thief, where I play with my previous opponent's deck. And in the last game where we played against this very deck, I already had some comments or had some pointers as to why I think that deck is a bit weird. Or not necessarily, optimal is a harsh word, but not the best way to build it at the very least. What is truly the best way is, of course, always very up to discussion, but I think most people would agree, or most people at the higher levels would agree, that's not really optimal. Of course, at the end of the day, play with what you're comfortable with, what you have fun with, or whatever, right? I don't want to force anyone uh, certain deck upon them. But I'm always, saying if you want to win and, you're above healer rushing and such, some units you at least should consider or be aware of that they're probably worth taking over some of the other units that you're taking. Now, logistic step is fine, except maybe for the fact that you're taking the bullpup T72, which, the Finch T72, if you look at the model, as it's turned a bit further back for some weird reason. It's really funny, honestly. Infantry tab, two cards of Varanicos, especially upgraded, a bit spicy. I think an unspec is definitely worth running Panteria Carry 90, just to have some more affordable and high availability Apilas available. But I'm like, okay, sure. Personally, I wouldn't do it, but I'm like, yeah, whatever. Running spikes in the MI8. I don't know if this deck is built around, doing early land grabs or deep land grabs. It wasn't noticeable in the last game because there were very few helicopters, so I really don't see why you do that. They are very valuable units, they're very strong units, and MI8 is not really a helicopter that you buy, or get for the helicopter itself. And it's much safer and cheaper and thus consistent in a way to get them into the front line via ground transport. So that is not something that I would ever recommend. uh, if you're building a specific deck for a specific matchup on a specific map or something, of course, these exceptions, whatever, but not for a ranked deck. Okay, support Osa and Ito 90, sure. Running this motor, I suppose, if you really want a wheel motor, I definitely think this one is a better choice. Pivonka or Pivonia. I guess if you really want a fob snipe, sure. But since you're running a fob, I still think the Yoragan is a better choice. But I'm like, if you want to run Tubari, I'd probably go for the Telak 91. It's the only 3 per card, 10-second aim time artillery piece. It has the same gun stats as the Mista, but a much, much worse chassis. So actually, pretty easy to counter battery, honestly. Still, through card is a bit disgusting, so you can also just upgrade it to have a same availability but more accurate Mista, if you will. But it's perfectly fine to support it. Nothing crazy. Tank tab is spicy. Mod, sure. Base 72, okay. Pave, a bit memey. I don't really think the tank is bad, but if that's your only medium to medium-ish heavy tank, you're gonna run into trouble, in my opinion, because in certain matchups or certain maps, etc., this can be really not so great. In others, of course, it can be amazing, but that's what I mean, right? It's not a very consistent tank. Against decks with like lots of Chumats or Spikes or something around, you're gonna have trouble because it gets one shot to the side, almost double tap to the front. Even mid-tier infantry, which if you're mid-tier infantry AT, such as called Gustavs, are gonna do significant damage for the price. Even like low-tier Regan tanks that you might not be able to spot can easily penetrate you up front very often, etc., etc. So there's all these little threats. There's a lot more threats to this, right? In other matchups, against or at closer ranges against deck that uses like few single tanks or something, and you can really get up close with two of them. Sure, right? But that's something. It's more like a tech card, if you will, right? A unit that you put in for additionally to the rest of your deck, but that you might only use in certain situations, right? Because you have the extra activation points, etc., etc. But if you have no M2 Wilk or no M1 Wilk on top of that, or T72S, or P on PSV to fill your medium tank role, which it cannot always, but due to stealth at least has decent survivability. It's gonna be spicy. Granted, you have the spike, but again, having it in the helicopter. Eriko's 2 cards, of course, sure. Again, I said it in the last video. Please do not put your Rican elites for 35 points in a 5-point truck. Pay the 5 points, which at most, if you play certain decks for certain availability, is like 30 extra points. I think there's some decks that get 6 Rican elites per card. Some get 5. This one obviously gets 4, right? It's 20, a maximum of 30 additional points over the course of an entire game. And the extra survivability, both, for HP, armor, but honestly, most importantly, the off-road speed, right, and moving type that this unit has, is worth so much more than saving 5 points. I can't understand. If it was a PB only available, maybe I'd understand. I'd still recommend using the PB over the 5-pointer, but in this case, I might understand it, but please pay these 5 points. MIP, I also do think, pay the extra 5 points for the Puma. I very much think that the smaller size, which makes it more nimble, accelerate faster, decelerate faster, as well as the better speed, are worth it easily. But in this case, I'm like, okay, sure. 8 HP in some situations might be more valuable, actually. Very few, but in this case, I'm like, okay, fine, right? It's a very small pet peeve. Or a very small issue I have, if at all. The mantra, sure, BMP1, sure. They're fine, but I definitely do think you should not skip on a P on PSV, especially if you have like no real medium tank in the tank tab. But even if you did, P on PSV is just too strong to pass up on. Middle tab is empty, is fine. There's nothing crazy you get, even though you get, of course. Oh, this isn't moto. I'm stupid. For some reason, I thought it's moto, but yeah. Helicopter, Sokol H10, sure. No KT is okay, but honestly, I can understand it. The HH10 is honestly pretty good. Also no Hind, but again, do have some pretty decent healers available. Though I'd also say you have the Salamandra for decent anti-tank, so maybe you want the KT to get some more rocket pods, because the only other rocket pod helicopter is the MI-17. So MIT KT probably would be preferable, at least for me. AirTab is also fine, but that's something that I usually run into when I build a Baltic or Finnish AirTab even. Horrible anti-helicopter planes. MiG-29 and Seaplane, of course, have no SRAMs. F-18C has some, but it's also 170 points. Syria also has some, but that plane is not very survivable. It's not particularly fast, doesn't have a particularly good turn radius, doesn't have particularly high ECM. Thus, it's spicy to use it as a helo hunter, because pay attention or don't pay enough attention for a few seconds, leave it out for a bit too long, and boom, your opponent buys an A7 snipes your Syria, right? That's one of the reasons why I like running the MiG-29, or, very often you just run the Hawk, which it's not amazing, but it's 60 points, you get 3 of them. Very often you might even have 2 already bought, and then they're decent enough at helo sniping. But it's already talking 9 minutes about this deck, where I have a lot of, quite some opinions on, but it's different than significantly different compared to how I'd build it, so that should hopefully make an interesting video. So as always, I shall see you in a second, once I find a ranked game. We got, hold on. We had this player. Did we? For some reason in my mind that's a player that immediately surrendered? No, yes? The answer is no, unless it is yes. Anyone remember that? Duty Calls, or whatever it was called? Yeah. Call of Duty mini parody 3-minute intro game, whatever. Well, what was the game? Bulletstorm? I think it was from Gearbox. God, that thing is probably over 10 years old by now. It was really funny back then. It's honestly still pretty funny today. IMO. The intro that was so good. What? Hold on. I'm sorry for the cringe, but like, how did it go? Like some obviously some fake thick Russian accent or whatever. Like, the war has changed, or did it? No. Yes. No. Okay. Anyway, enough of the cringe. Ball take a good deck for this map, I'd say. It's a fast deck. Hmm. Why? Look, let's do something that I either rarely do, or if I do, I fail, and it's pushing Elena. I hope we don't get destroyed in Dimitri. Oh wow. Alright. Just a minute. Alright, let's be fast. Get to Yakari in there. Get a BP1. Do we have cheap AA? We don't. Let's go get two Ranikos for a town here. Oh, okay. They're waiting. That's nice. Let's get a CC squad there. Let's get a BP1. Let's, against my better judgment, get a pave. Get some of you, some of you. Maybe we can like unload this here actually and like protect the upper part from reinforcing. That'd be pretty sick. Sure, let's get into 90. I'd like some ground air guys, but again with their horrible speed. Okay, he's for this side. I'm too scared. Do I get anything for 20 points? No. I can get like another one of you guys. Alright. Good luck and fun. Let's hope we don't get heal rush. If we get heal rush, probably lose. Unless it's a bad heal rush, but mostly opting for here and the helicopters flying that way. Probably be pretty bad for us. Let's get you both in there. Try to unload there. Alright. Let's see what we're playing against. Fuck. Freaking MIP with the spikes, certainly. Okay, that's a Dutch thing. Motor, mech. This mech. Oh shit, come on. Come on, get in there, get in there. That's a falsche Mega 90. Oh dude, the spikes! They're doing it! The spikes! Oh my god. Oh, the other low HP guys ended up getting in there. Yeah, Raniko's doing their job. Spike in there. Get a pave in there. Oh, that's where the thing is. Well, that's not very cool. See if we can hunt that down. Not be aggressive with these KTs. Some base defense. We're 1-0. Wait, this is pure. No, it's not pure Dutch. It was a Gepard day too. Elita Raniko is really paying off. Did these guys unload? That's not having like a gunship helicopter. He suffers here. Let's pull you back. I don't know. Yeah, that's where they unloaded. Another spike. Nice for you guys. That's gonna be really annoying. Really annoying. But we can be annoying too. Might pick out, yeah, that's that one. Whatever. Oh shit! Oh, it's shooting at the XA! Oh, let's go! We don't really need the cave, so let's move it over there. Oh, that thing is empty, that's not good. There. Oh, you stay there. Stay off. We're currently shooting at other stuff. One free shot at the NL. Another free shot, but it's panicked. Get you out of there. Am I 17? Yeah, we need you. It's gonna be annoying with these makers sneaking about there. But try. The thing is, this I don't think it's gonna work well because it's so short range, everything there, that chances are that we're gonna be caught in. Gonna be just caught in gun range and then just be demolished because it has no armor and 6 HP. Maybe, but this one didn't do either because it has no armor either, unlike basically every other MI8 or MI17 or what have you. You have no line of sight there, do you? That is CV nonetheless. So that. Let's just have the MI17 hover around the CV, so if these Fallschirmjäger arrive next to the CV, it should hopefully kill it. Gotta be careful that these prickers don't show up next to the behind our spawn or anything. Yeah, got it in there. Good start though. That's kind of what Baltic does. It's pretty good at that. We have a. You see that aim time? Weird. Once you're done refilling, you can go back up there. These ones are fair too. Once pulled you up there because you're harder to resupply. Another one at the ready. Get like a T-72 up here. Not pull you back, I actually might need you for fire support. Then again, you have pretty good outside. Let's just sneak around with you. No, I can do that too. Max. Natres. Put you like in there. Cover over there. Honestly, looking pretty decent thus far. Like, in there. Doesn't look like you can. Nope. Guy did not kill. Alright, well, we roughly know where these guys are. Maybe we can actually catch them pretty easily. That's an escort. Yeah. With a PSK. Oh god, oh god. Oh, those are just not race. We should probably be fine. Let's get some more KTs. Oh, so few KTs. They're upvetted? Really? Did you just upvet pretty much everything? Ugh. Ugh. That's just. Ugh. We can leave you there. There's our other. There. Move over here as well. Looks like that's where our opponent's gonna. Nothing more there. Sure, let's just keep you there. And focus now on this side. Let's get you one. Get you some supplies. Good job. Oh, that's not a bush. Let's be aggressive. If we can put you in there. Against Natris, I should have no problem, but I'm worried about like the hordes of what's coming next. Get more T-72s. If all you're doing is spamming stuff like this, T-72s are gonna do fine. But those are the Natris. We'll get some AA here. Don't waste your rocket pods on these. Don't waste your rocket pods on these either. I need those rocket pods against these Fallschirmjäger. OHE bombers are annoying. There they are. Alright, that's gonna make things much easier. At least perceivably so. Because right now I'm of course thinking, oh, those are the only ones. Of course there's more, then I wouldn't really know, and thus, you know, what I'm perceiving, nothing really changes. If that makes any sense, right? You know, what doesn't hurt me, but what I don't know doesn't hurt me, right? That's a good part. You're actually out of ammo, huh? Well, back to the pub it is. I think I just killed the guy with those two helicopters. Oh no, I didn't. Almost did though. It's a Fallschirmjäger. It's a Flakpanzer. I need some of these guys. Probably fought back there fight, I guess. Come on, did I not tell you to fast move up there? Didn't. I'm still going to keep these two in there just in case there's some sneaky stuff that I didn't pay attention to. Wasn't there another? No, there was not another KT. There's more Fallschirmjäger 90. Lost the thingy about there. Come on. Oh, look, Raz. Now you can pay. You can buy two of them. If you wanted to buy two with the XA, you would have had to wait another tick. Yeah, but these 4 seconds that I had to wait, these XAs would arrive much earlier anyway. So screw you. Come on, move up. If a unit gets stunned, it usually its orders are just basically overwritten. Or deleted, if you will. I think they were already unloaded. Wish I had a freaking KT, man. I wanted one of you a bit further back. Let's also get a spike in there. That's good job, might as well. Get an Ito. I don't want to suddenly get, you know, there's at least one escort around. Another one could, or two of them, you know, could really destroy me right now. Gotta be careful, there's probably Panzer Grenadier and 90 in there that are just gonna destroy me with their Panzerfaust. With their 50 cal, hopefully you're gonna win that. You're spotted. Speaking of it, there's the escort. Get a peep. Oh, I bought it already. Move you up. These two guys as well. Did the helicopter really just crash onto something? These guys, that's pretty funny. Gepard. Damaged Gepard. That's a Canning, I believe. Okay, fine. Before I regret it, let's move one of these papes down here. Nice. Some nice. Would be a prime target, prime position for P on PSV2. That's a lot of fucking modders. But understandably against KTs. I'm gonna lose this, I think. Maybe I got lucky because I think yeah. I think what happened here. Oh man, I might still lose. But the 50 cal might help me here. Yep, okay, 50 cal saved today. Minutes to 1 and 0. Nice. Alright. And the escort got baited in there. Oh, come on, please. Regular side with this bush here, please. Ah, shit. Get another. You know what? Fuck it, let's get a mod. And that's another one of you. Pull you back. Oh, please. Yes. Oh, disgusting. Oh shit, you're actually still alive. Good line of sight here is so weird. Oh, pull back. I don't know why this is not line of sight. This is just all fucked up down here. But because Punch Pro is a relatively new map, it just never, nobody noticed. Because in Plunging Valley that, was never an issue. More of them. Can you? Actually turn you off except for the angle. Fire assault one there, and you know what? For good measure, get another one. Oh, those those tanks are arriving at the same time. Alright, get the mod up. Have the pave, get a bit of fuel. Need some more infantry. Oh yeah, please, KTs. You could catch these before they unload. That'd be great. Don't think you can though. Oh, be careful. Oh, that's a. I was wondering, is that the Recon Leopard? But no, it's a CV Leopard. Interesting. I also need more of you. Oh, Spacey just in there for now. Yeah, once again, as seems to be almost a tradition. I'm way too slow with my reinforcements. Entry this time around. But get these guys up at least. Dave. I'm taking +1 though the whole time, so that's good. Actually place in the open, so that hopefully the Canning is gonna shoot at them. My Erika is spotted, and Spike kill it. Just keep these out in the open for now. There we go. It's damaged. Oh, I'm so good at this game. Oh man, it's I love it when it just works, man. Oh, that's my must be my inner Todd Howard. Actually, just wait until this salvo is empty and then fire with both of them at the same time. Oh! Oh, is it gonna be fast enough? I don't think it is. It fucking is! Oh god, it felt good. Oh, but against 3 you're gonna have... Oh my god. Oh, fuck me. Well, at this range, a fucking 50 cal also helps. Oh my god. Let's outload a 9 RP. Did I miss the first shot because of stabilizer? Probably did. Well, time to repair you. With you around. Oh, that's GG. I think we did a reasonable job. Could have been better on reinforcing infantry on the right, but we made good use of our M17s, T-72s to deal with a lot of the chaff that I was trying to move up and spot for those martyrs. Like, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 grenadiers. It's already 40 points, like the T-72. It's another 10 points. That's another 20 points. They really paid off. Massively. Oh, okay. So this was the very first one that I killed with the help of the Salamandra. This is the other one that I killed with the 50 cal. Yeah, carry. One of the Yakari scores just fended off on the 2-pointer down the right until the very end. Spike. Oh, so good. But you could see, I think why I was initially winning the Fallschirmjäger engagement. We both had 2 stacks, of course, right? But I think my 2 stack were both engaging one of the squads, while the second squad was still not quite in line of sight. That's why stacking infantry and such can sometimes be a bit iffy, because you don't always 100% certain know if both of them are like in range, unless you're paying attention or like looking at the unit weapon info at the bottom. That's why I was initially winning, but G11 and MG3 are so good that without the help of the 50 cal, Fudge I probably would have won in the end. We're both upvoted, of course. These guaranteed because they're in mech, so I get that auto XP. But yeah, just very, very straightforward game. It did good on a lot of good on the initial ground cap. It definitely helped that I pushed on the left, I think. Well, my opponent didn't really do much on the right. And in mid, my Ranikos just deleted him. I think the plan just worked perfectly, more or less. In which case, it's not really perfectly, but you get the gist. In that case, it's the DGC again next time. Pretty popular deck, I feel like, in rank these days. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.